Today I'm trying something new to make my old records feel new. Intrigued? So am I. Be right back.
Channel 33 RPM, yeah, 33 RPM. Channel 33 RPM, yeah, vinyl gear and more.
Hi guys, my name is Frank. Welcome back to Sundays on Channel 33 RPM, the #1 channel for vinyl gear and more. Can I say that? I just did. Listen, before we get into this, I have my phone here. I want to give a shout out to Kenny Riviera. Kenny from Puerto Rico, who won the custom coaster contest that just wrapped up. He wins 4 custom coasters. That's a mouthful. 4 custom coasters from Don over at Vinyl Record Art. Congratulations, Kenny. For those of you who did not win, I have another contest going on the Facebook page where I'm giving away some Channel 33 RPM swag, a t-shirt of your choice. Super easy to enter. Check it out at facebook.com/Channel 33 RPM. Anyway, let's drop the needle on today's episode. As many of you know, once your record collection reaches a certain size, it's easy to lose track of exactly what you have on your shelves. And if you're anything like me, you're probably more prone to listen to your recent pickups, but I'm gonna try to change that. Prior to recording this video, I asked my wife Sherry to randomly pull 10 records from those shelves behind me and these shelves here beside me. And I'm gonna do my best to try and remember where I bought them. And then I'm gonna commit to listening to those 10 records this week. I'm really looking forward to rediscovering, hopefully, some long-lost records by doing this, and also convincing you guys to try the same thing, to dig into the deep, dark corners of your collections and pull out some records you haven't heard in a while. Here is the bag of records my wife pulled from these shelves. As I talked about, I haven't cheated, I haven't peeked in here, and she's got 10, so I'm really looking forward to checking these out. The only thing she did tell me is that she kind of knows what records I listen to more often, so she pulled a record that she knew I had listened to recently. She kind of put that one back because she really wanted to dive into those deep, dark corners. So let's check it out. First one is Honeymoon Suite. I got this one, it's got a tag on it, so I got this one at the Goodwill a while back, and you know, Honeymoon Suite, they're from the 80s, a Canadian band, and they were kind of advertised at the time as Canada's answer to Van Halen. I think they're more like Canada's answer to Bon Jovi rather than Van Halen, but actually I haven't spun this in a while, so I look forward to checking this out. Some of the bigger tunes on this one were looking out for #1. Love Changes Everything. That was a big hit here in Canada, and this of course was produced by Ted Templeton, who was Van Halen's producer, hence probably the Van Halen comparison. Next we have Rogue Mail. I bought a box of probably 200 heavy metal hard rock albums a couple years ago, and this was one of them in there, Rogue Mail First Visit. And this is an album, you know, I've probably maybe only spun once or twice. It's on the Elektra label in the background. I think they're from the UK. I'm not sure, but this is definitely a record I need to sink my teeth into again, so good pick. So far, I'm really liking this idea of pulling random records, because these first 2 records, I wouldn't have pulled those really on purpose, I don't think. Van Halen 5150, the 1986 debut with new singer Van Hagar, Sammy Hagar. Another pretty good record, haven't spun this one in a while, and again, another one produced by, no, it wasn't produced by Ted Templeton. He had left by this point. This was produced by Van Halen, Mick Jones, and Don Landy. What is this one? I see it's on the Attic label. This is... I can't show that. Censored. This one is called Chinga Chavin's Country Porn. Wasn't expecting that. This is on the Attic label. I'm still red-faced from that one. Okay, we have Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax. So this one was a garage sale find. I think this is just a single for it. Relax, get to it. I will spin this one this week. This is a great album from the recently passed on David Bowie, rest in peace. I really do dig David Bowie. This is a greatest hits called Changes. And this came out, I got actually 2 copies of this one if I recall. This came out in '76, it's got Space Oddity. I'm not gonna go through them all, but there's a track listing all the greatest Bowie up until that point. This one's on the RCA label. I haven't listened to this one probably in 6 months, so another good pull. Look forward to spinning this. So what do we have here? Blue Oyster Cult Live. This actually was VCLT from the one and only Mr. Scott Waters probably a year and a half ago, and I listened to it a couple times after he sent it to me because I'm not overly familiar with Blue Oyster Cult besides Don't Fear the Reaper, of course. And again, I filed this one away, so this was another great pick. I look forward to spinning Blue Oyster Cult. My computer just beeped. Every time you guys leave a comment on my Facebook, my computer beeps, my phone buzzes, so I am attuned to what you guys are saying. This is Frank Marino live. I can't remember where I got this one, maybe from a local record store. I do listen to this one quite frequently. I rediscovered, really got into Frank Marino probably a year or two ago, and YouTuber Noise Spectrum Lee over in the Toronto area, Mississauga, really spurred me on to get into Frank Marino as a casual fan prior to that point, and he sent me a Marino record or two, and I've been diving into all that stuff and picking it up. So phenomenal guitar player, Canadian, absolutely smoking, a disciple in some ways of Jimi Hendrix. If you're not familiar with Frank Marino, do yourself a favor and check it out. Two more records, some more Canadian content. What we have here is Lee Aaron, the Metal Queen. This is from, I'm gonna guess, 83, 84. Yes, 1984. There is Lee Aaron in the back. She actually still tours. She plays the casino here maybe once every year or two. Big track on here was Metal Queen, and this one is definitely due for another spin. And finally, you tell me what this one is. It is a Bob Dylan, Hard Rain. We don't hear a lot of Bob Dylan here in the vinyl community, and this is an album, man, I haven't listened to this one in a long time. I put a sticker on the back here, often indicating how much I paid and the condition. I got this one for $1, so I must have bought it in a box of records or a thrift store or something. So Bob Dylan, this definitely deserves a spin. This is from what year? 1976. Bob Dylan, the 10th pull, the 10th random pull from my shelves behind me. Okay guys, now that I've done this, I really dig this idea of 10 random pulls. I challenge each and every one of you to try this, because it's given me a whole new selection of records to play this week, records I may not have listened to otherwise. Guys, let me know what you thought of today's episode in the comments below. Remember to leave a quick like if you enjoyed it. Check out the merch store for t-shirts like this, all of that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed, click that button. You'll never miss another episode again. Have a fantastic week. Until next time, keep on spinning.